or we already know where he's going with this, rather. It's always the same message.
If religion is propagating some aspects of spiritual process for individual people, that is fine. Because every religion at some point started as a spiritual movement and then got organized, got super organized.
Or organized like Isha, which is Sadhguru's organized non-governmental organization. This dude has an NGO. This dude's got an NGO that goes around and plants trees to then displace native tribes who lived on that land so they can't live on it anymore in this giant scam that's propped up by the Indian government to plant trees to save the world from the climate crisis. Also, he pushes depopulation, all the other demonic agendas, right? All these New Age leaders, it's always the same thing, right? And the playbook comes straight out of The Changing Images of Man, Stanford Research Institute's book, The Changing Images of Man. And it was a think tank book coming out of Stanford Research Institute, which was getting a lot of government money in the 60s, doing stuff for MK Ultra and whatnot. Isn't that funny? This book is all about how to change how man views himself. Changing images of man. Isn't that funny? It's because in Eastern Orthodoxy, we believe that man is made in the image and likeness of God. That's what we believe. Right? So man is made in the image and likeness of God. And this whole movement is about changing what you believe man is. Right? This is what the religion of scientism is all about. To change your vision of what you are. You weren't made in the image and likeness of God. You're just a piece of stardust. We're all stardust, says Neil deGrasse Tyson. You're cosmic pond scum that evolved into animate life, which then evolved into rats and moles and shrews, and then they became monkeys, and then they became human beings. And then we're going to become transhumanists, right? And we're going to live forever. We're going to upload ourselves, our consciousness into the clouds, even though science can't define consciousness because it's not physical. All right, so the churches are shut down. Here in South America, you don't see much pushback. It's really sad. It's like all these devout Roman Catholics who've had their whole reality basically dismantled in the past decades of these nutty popes. This is the newest pope, who Time magazine called the New World Pope, saying, we need a universal basic income, right? Basically, international communism. Universal basic income. And the virus is nature's revenge. Nature's revenge. And in Montenegro, we've got clashes between the Serbian Orthodox Church and the government. And it seems the Orthodox Church in some of these countries, the Orthodox are the only people that are standing up against this in many of these countries, right? He had a bishop and 8 priests arrested in Montenegro. People were pissed. Police fired tear gas to disperse protests against arrests of Serbian priests. Funny, right? You don't hear this from any of these Jesuits. All these Jesuits are stoked on this, right? Telling you, stay home, don't pray. Telling you, just take responsibility and join the new age of staying home and waiting for your universal basic income. In Montenegro, look at that, no masks. People are out there with our icons. And they're still having divine liturgy.